Hello. Hello, hello. My name is Jennifer. You can call me the light of the Leo. We are here to talk about poly relationships. This actually came as a result of the last conversation that we had. So I'm excited to have this conversation because apparently we all have some varied opinions about this. So just enjoy yourself, do whatever you do to watch YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and join me for this lovely conversation. All right, we have all of our people here. I
Hi.
I have Mike, our great friend and brother, and my little brother, Jonathan. Is
Hello.
this. I'm very excited to have this conversation. So, just talking about poly relationships, and let's get specific. I'm hearing an echo, but anywho, what I'm talking about is having a relationship with more than two people in that relationship. And of course, as the conversation moves on, we can talk about people that are more open ended with their relationships. But let's just talk about having multiple people in one relationship. So, Mike,
Excuse me.
no problem. Mike, what do you think about this?
I mean, my first thing is to each his own. You never know what anybody does in their personal relationships. Um, I'm not for it personally, but I'm not judgmental either. If you want to do that, then I rather for you either if you're going to do it, be upfront about it in the very beginning before it gets too serious, because
Mhm.
allow the person to say no or yes to being that way. But let's be honest, there's a lot of people in that relationship right now and they don't even know about it.
That's right.
People sharing
Pers-
a man.
Personally, I feel the same way as Mike does. It's not for me. I'm a one person type of person. Like I will get jealous really, really quickly. So it's just you and me, baby. So that's all it is. However, if it works for you, then go ahead and do that thing. But also, as Mike said, be sure that everyone in the relationship is okay with those terms. Because if you don't give someone the option to choose whether they want to be a part of that relationship or not, that is not fair to them, and you're just stringing them along, and that's not good. Every relationship has to begin with a conversation about your intentions on that relationship, because if you're going in two separate ways, then what's the point of even getting started? Let's make sure that we're both going the same way, that we both want the same thing out of this, so that we know that we're on the same page.
Oh shoot, I'll get my opinion in just real quick. But first, Erin says hi everybody.
Hi,
Hey, Aaron.
Ariane.
And she also says, yay, so excited.
Yes.
Tyrone says hello.
Hello, Tyrone. We ain't heard for you so long.
What? Aaron says hi to Tyrone.
Now he coming through not coming through the sound system.
What?
But I was you do that. I thought Tyrone said what?
Oh no, that was me.
Oh,
And she says hi Jennifer, Mike, and Jonathan. Hello, Aaron. And Tyrone says I got popcorn for this one.
Wow. Okay.
yes.
All right. So what I think about poly relationships, okay, I don't have much of a thought because first of all, I know it's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because of jealousy. I think it's and I don't think it's also because of me not expanding my mind to even consider it, because when I look at other people and their situations where they may have multiple wives, or because I've actually follow a throuple of boys, they have their relationship, they look like they're happy together and all that stuff. And I've thought about those things, but when I go into deep thought about it, I continuously come up with a no, and I'll tell you why. Um, I have parents that have blessed me with stinginess and spoiledness. And it is difficult for me to think that somebody that I chose also chose somebody else, or we chose somebody else together. I don't like that. And also, there's another thing that grown women will say: you don't want two women in that have one kitchen.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
As
I
my grandma
certainly
would say, my grandma like, get out the kitchen, make the cake fall. Get out.
and from what I've seen, that can be so true. To
Mhm.
have, multiple adults in one house and doing that, it's just not something that I feel good about. But in return, y'all know I do the morning prayers. I love King Jesus and all that stuff, but I would never be able to look down on people for the decisions that they've made as far as their relationships.
Right.
So
Right.
if you choose,
I
yeah, if you choose to have more than one lover, who am I to say that you're wrong?
right.
But it's like, just like Jonathan and you, Mike, have said, please make sure that everything is being open, because to be honest, one thing I've learned about communication, you can accomplish a whole lot
Yes, you can.
with a heavy amount of communication, and clarity is just the best thing in relationships. So if you have multiple relationships, excuse me, multiple people in one relationship, I believe, well, sure, that is technically multiple relationships because you know what I'm saying. But anyway,
I would be like more like, yeah, like you said, I'm not a stingy person, but I, when you pray for something for so long, and then just to have to share that also with somebody else, and then like how do you divide your time up? Like who gets what attention that I don't want to have to think about that. Like I know I've been in situations. Should I really be candid and all that stuff here? I'll say this. Once upon a time, there's a boy named Michael.
whoever that may be.
Okay, and he was invited into an adult couple's bedroom, and like it was some things that I just cannot do. Okay, I just cannot put my mouth on what you had your mouth on. I don't like
Okay.
to swap and spit with no other person, only my
Yeah.
man. Okay, so that like
Right.
we don't. I don't want to like it. Just that stuff is just something that it's deeper to me than just you dating him and I'm dating him. Like I don't want. It's too much. It's too much. And then also like I just get. I would be too worried about what y'all guys over there doing. Like, what y'all doing? Why y'all going out of town and ask me if I want to go? Like, it's too much for me.
That
Right.
I
is
think
a
I'll be going
problem.
more crazy than I will be happy. Yeah.
That whole going out there with the other person, like y'all two went on a trip, and how is this even supposed to work? I'm over here thinking romantic trip, me and my man's, and now it's me and my man's and them. Like,
Remember how New York was acting on Flavor of Love when he would go out and take some. That would be me.
Right.
do you
I'm
think I care?
right, exactly. Like New York was said that she was there for Flav, and that was it. She wasn't there to make no friends or anything like that. She just wanted him. And anytime that any girl was up on her man, she checked him. And I
Yes.
love that. For me, it's like I would get into all the fantasy of being the only one that this person wants, or me being the only one that you have eyes for.
Yes.
Although
That's
you can
that
look
turns me
around to
on.
see, right, although you can look around to see other attractive people, but you only want to be with me. There's
It's
But
that
something
you
special.
connection,
choose me.
that you guys have about just making eye contact. I
Exactly.
don't want to share that with no other.
Just the whole thing, like for there to be a third or fourth person in there, like I'm sorry, no. And like
Yeah.
I am stingy. Like I'm extremely stingy. Like if I want you, I'm the only one with you, and that's on
Absolutely.
period point blank. On Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay.
I
Yes, we had
truly,
a
I,
little lamb.
I truly identified with Genuine when he spoke of his stinginess for his lady. Okay, okay. Tyrone says, my two
My
wives
two
are getting
eyes.
along so far, so good.
There's one named Jennifer and one named what's Jennifer last Light of the Leo. That's what it better be.
So what? Okay, so when we were together, which was a smart thing for him to do, when we started like when I started like falling, he would always mention or has mentioned that he is married to this music thing. That did I was
Okay.
actually
Okay, I can
jealous and
understand
upset
that.
with music because he married music first, but then I had to realize that music was an inanimate object, and so then I calmed down from
But you know,
there.
a lot of people actually are like that though, because,
Yeah,
And
but
some
you,
people
I
are
think,
married to their work. Some people are married to their friends. Some people are married to plenty of things that aren't necessarily an actual person.
but that's why I take my step back when he's in that space and in that world, and when he requests my ear, I give it to him. So that's how we work with that. But that's what he means by that. Y'all say hello to an old coworker of mine named Kayla. She's so beautiful. Hey,
Hi,
Kayla.
Kayla,
Kayla.
Oh gosh, she says hello. It's not for me, but I get it.
I
Yes,
get it too, but it's not
I
for me
Right.
get
either.
it. And Aaron says, I have been watching Sister Wives. Oh girl. Yes.
I can't.
Since the beginning, I think
It,
can work. It's hard. Yeah, it can work. And of course it's hard. You got it. Okay, anyway. I don't know if I could do it, but I never married again, so my view may be uh because of
because of
that.
that.
Oh, I understand. And with that, I another thing that I think about is if a man is able to afford all those wives, he had all those wives in different houses. If you can do that,
Right. And I think for me personally, I have to get out of the mindset that just because I'd say because it's mostly multiple women in a relationship with a man, there is a double standard when it comes to that. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But I used to, well, in some ways, I still do think that those women who are in those relationships have an issue with self-esteem or have an issue with who they are and don't feel like they're worthy of one person, so they have to settle. But at the same
Ooh.
time, there are people who want multiple partners, and that's just
yeah.
how they
And then
operate.
some women
So
that
you're
like
saying,
women that would like to have those extra women's in there. And also some people just like a big family. They're just used to having a big family, and that's a situation that will create that.
I watched this show called 90 Day Fiance,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and one it's a couple on there named can't remember their name, but
Hmm.
one of the guys from Africa and the woman's from America, of course, and um the mother he's with this girl, but the mother wants the guy to have kids, and the girl's like she's an older girl, and she's like I'm not having any more kids.
With horribly bleached blonde hair, right?
No, that's Angela and Michael.
Okay.
Do not like her. This one is somebody else, but
Go ahead.
they're on the same show.
Hmm.
But anywho, allow him to have a baby with somebody else
Oh, okay.
as long as she can be the first wife.
Hmm.
I don't, you know, I just for me it seems like she's only doing it because I think it's some insecurities there.
She wants to
Because
hold
Mhm.
on to him.
I don't care what the hell your culture is.
Hmm.
I'm not getting married. I'm not allowing you to do something and put me on the back burner so you can please your mother. But it just if I can't do it, and if we can't be full all at one, I'm not gonna allow you to be with somebody else and make a baby and still be. We just not meant to be together. I
But
just
you
go
just
ahead and be
gotta
happy.
you gotta
I
consider
just couldn't
why she even
share.
chose him in the first place. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't believe in negotiating what you will stand for, what you won't stand
Yes,
for love. I'm not with that at all. Like if I have standards, like I'm gonna stand by those standards. And if you don't meet them, then sir, then you're not the one.
Kayla. Yes. Period. Pooh. No spit swapping. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not putting my mouth on what you had your mouth on, boo. You can go ahead and continue doing and finish that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's what we're doing is already nasty. Okay. I don't need to add an extra set of DNA to this mix. Okay.
Right.
All
Once
right.
again,
And
it's
then,
not for me. But if you enjoy it, enjoy. It's just not for
yes.
Tyrone says, my wife is Eliza Leo. I have a long term relationship with my girlfriend music. Aaron laughs. And what else? Music is real. She is a lady. Tyrone, come on.
Always be the lady in
She's a lady.
my life.
Kayla says, speaking of sister wives, and they all tired of Cody. Yes, every single one of them.
Okay.
To be honest, I
Like,
think he got tired first, and then you know what?
You can trickle
Um,
down.
yeah, that man, that whole thing is just a bit much. If he could have kept up with what he put himself into, I think they would be happy to this day.
but
But
you know what's funny? It's never like a real fine man that's in a poly relationship. I've never seen like a fine man in a poly relationship. That's just seems weird
I've seen one that just
to
hadn't been on
me.
TV. They haven't been on TV, but I didn't see some fine ones. But my thing is, I think that poly in America is different. I mean, poly in the black community is different between poly in the white community.
oh, please explain.
I think poly in the black community, niggas just want to have more than one at one time, not really dating them or having them married. They really just want to be open and about. You're not gonna be the only one, so don't cast me no confusion. That won't curse me out because you already know about this stuff. I think in the white community, I think is you my girlfriend, you my girlfriend. I'm supporting you, I'm supporting you. It still don't make no damn sense to me, but it's more of a relationship. Seriously, I think black men just want to have their way and eat the cake too.
So you're saying black
Yes.
men just have multiple partners and that's pretty much it?
Ooh,
Either you're gonna
okay.
do it behind your, or you're gonna be okay with it if it's in your face.
I'm gonna get
That's
to
true.
into these comments because the comments are getting rather nice. First of all, Tyrone says, "Me and music have two babies now. I love children. Groove with me and drunk on love.
Yes, purchase
Praise God.
now on iTunes,
Thank you.
all music platforms.
All music. Thank you."
Yes.
Kayla says, "One man coming by a certain time of the year to disrupt their life."
Hmm.
Mm. Tyrone says they are brother and sister. Tyrone is officially
He
spamming us
made
right now.
favorites.
He made favorites.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's also
yeah. But see, and see, that's the thing. It's like
and that's
I
what
don't know
I'll
if
be
there's a
jealous.
way. I don't know if there's a way to truly avoid having the favorites because there's
Right.
going to have to be some people that are okay with not being favored as much by the husband or the wife
Right.
because I have seen some ladies that have multiple husbands as well.
As
So that will
Alexander
create jealousy.
as Alexander Rogers says, we all know Giselle has always been third on Jamal's whole rotate. Okay.
Period, poo. Sitting right here having further relationship, your daughter's gonna be like him.
Ooh, child. And I can't, you know, I'm not going there. Yes,
Ooh,
Mike, it
Lord.
is totally different. Um, yeah, with the African Americans and the
Ooh,
Caucasians.
and that might be something. Now Kayla might be speaking a word right now, Kayla.
That's not poly. They're looking for shelter. And that's exactly
Mm-hmm.
what I know for sure, Kayla. A lot of these men continuing to stack their odds into making sure that they're never homeless because they're on anybody's um, lease for an apartment or a house. Aaron says some poly is a religious calling, Lord. When I watched the match in Utah for those rights of polygamy,
Polygamy.
it was mostly white men, Mike, and that is for sure. But see, my only problem with the LDS up there, where they do have a lot of men that are higher in the church hierarchy, has a lot of wives. My only problem is that they getting little girls. That's my only
Yeah, they get
problem.
them when they're young, like 14, 15 years old.
And we don't
That
need
ain't
that. And
right.
you know what? Let me go ahead and put this banner up right now,
We do
okay?
not.
Because
These are our opinions.
Okay.
okay,
So if you want, you won't get a dime, okay?
Okay. Because we ain't
all
got
right.
it.
Because the views and opinions are
Expressed in
expressed.
this video do not reflect the opinions of the host on the show or the viewpoints of this
of the
show
show.
channel.
Okay.
All topics are for your entertainment purposes only.
Only.
All commentary and viewpoints are alleged. I do not own the right to this music.
Okay,
Five
y'all
minutes
put
getting
it
it
all
get.
out
all,
there.
Five
getting it
minutes
all
do
out
it,
the way,
okay?
child.
I'll put it all out there. Okay,
Put it
y'all ain't
all
gonna
out
get
there,
me.
honey.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes, a lot of that going on. And these women, they're taught to be a part of that, and they've lived their life like that, which low key, I don't mind that either. I just don't like the young wife thing. If that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. But
Yeah, I
please
mean, if it's a
make it
cultural
be
or religious
ethical.
thing, then
It
I
has to
can
be
understand
ethical.
that because it's what you're taught to do. I mean, I don't want the
Right.
young
It's what
aspect
you're
of it
brought up
either,
on.
but I mean, it's
Yeah.
their culture and that's what their religious aspect. So I don't have no argument with that. I just feel like sometimes it's just why can't you just love one person in that manner? Why does it
Hmm.
have to
So
be? And can you really love two people
But
the
they say
same way?
the
Like,
more wives, the better the heaven.
so why do you guys think that there is a double standard when it comes to polyamory? Why is it that it's mostly one man with multiple women and almost hardly ever one woman with multiple men?
child, you know that reason why? 'Cause it's okay for a girl to be gay and not a man. Period. It don't look
Or
good for a man to
Well,
be
I
with
mean,
a
because
man.
in all of those polyamory relationships, the women aren't necessarily like doing things with each other. They're just doing it with the man, aren't they?
No, but it's just saying it out loud.
it's a little bit
Oh,
easier.
I got two
Okay.
husbands.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's what are they?
And
People people minds gonna wonder.
I have
Hmm.
seen people that have multiple husbands, and it's like the one outside of the gay conversation. I think it's also about men not wanting to stand down to another man. It's like you
Gotcha.
you technically are not conquering this woman. This woman is not yours. It's yours and his.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
And I
and
can't see a
also yeah,
man getting with that as easy as a woman would. It's easy for a woman to be like, oh, okay, well, we just gonna be sister wives, huh? And I can still get to be with you. Great.
yeah. But then it's
Right.
like also, oh, that girl got you on lock. You shit about so bad. You got a whole other husband.
Which is why I
Which is
always
your
go
name?
back to, which is why I always go back to those women having some type of self-esteem issue. Like they think they're not worthy of just one person. Like they have to, because for me, polyamory is settling in my opinion. Like you're settling for what it is that you can get for now. I don't see, I don't see really a serious poly relationship that's like going to last for years and years and years and years. Although the sister wives have been on for what, almost 15, 20 years almost. So
Hey, they've been holding on to that shit
yeah.
for dear life. Anyway, Tyrone says you are right. JoJo speaks, and oh, just I guess she was correcting something. March, sorry. Tyrone says Utah is wild. Yeah. Um, Aaron says the poly with young girls was not LDS. It was just a crazy man. You're right. That set them up. But I still see other ones with young girls getting married though. I watch a lot of those shows. I'm sorry, guys. Um, that was a cult, and I do agree with you on that. There are now lesbian women with multiple wives.
Hmm.
Uh, is there a family? Oh, there's a family on that has a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I would be curious to look at that. Kayla says she gonna be looked at as a hoe, the fun
Mm,
girl, loose girl. She
right.
for the streets. It's a double standard, and you absolutely right.
It is.
Yes.
But it takes a strong woman to be out there. First of all, even have that conversation to even get a second husband, and much less, excuse me, and even more, walk out in the streets with that man. You really have to walk in who you are if
Right.
you have your extra husband. Aaron says there is a woman with multiple wives on YouTube. She says she is a polygamy, or or polyamorous. I would say that. And Kayla said, "Say that, Jonathan." On Sister Wives, Cody stated that he wasn't attracted to Christy.
Really? And you're married to her, but you're
See, that's the kind of stuff that made me want to swing.
right. Like, why are you
Right.
married to someone that you're not attracted to? If you
Well, I
ain't getting
mean,
me
But
up, then what's the point?
I think he was married. He's married to her because she was easy to get.
Mm.
She was easy to go
He's
along
just
with the
fucking greedy.
situation. Oh gosh, I don't like that. Tyrone says, I hate the cult part of the poly lifestyle. I don't think you can separate the two.
Mm-mm.
I can't say that.
I think some people. I think you can, because if you're not in it for a cult reason, you just want the extra PUSSY, then then that's what it is.
Okay, so let me ask you guys about this. What do you think about married people that are open to having other lovers on the side, and they have their list of things that they want to abide by to keep things as on the board as possible, but like a married couple, gay, straight, or whatever, that give each other the opportunity to step outside of the marriage to have relations.
I will say
Well,
this. I know that there are plenty of men. I don't know about women, but there are plenty of men out there who are not just satisfied with having one partner. However, they are in a marriage or a relationship, but they have an understanding where they invite others into their bedroom. And again, it works for some people. Like, it really does work for some people, especially when the married couple knows that they are committed to one another and they are bringing this other person in to kind of help with their sex drive or whatever the case may be. But if both are willing to agree to that, then by all means, do it. It happens. I won't say it happens a lot because I don't know for sure, but I mean, it does happen out there. So, I mean, if it works for you, then by all means do it, because there are some men who just cannot just be with one person. Like, they just have to be with other people. It's crazy.
Kayla says like
I'm
a hall pass or swingers. I think we're going to address both.
Swingers.
I was thinking swingers or hall pass because with swingers, you're doing this together. We're going out together to find someone or
Okay,
find another couple because that happens a whole lot. Y'all know what the
right.
pineapple means?
The what?
what? Yeah, on cruise
Pineapple.
ships.
Yeah,
Yes,
pineapple
ma'am.
stands for swingers.
Yeah.
Swingers.
I learned that at my job. I was about to say where it was, but where me and Kayla used to work at, I learned I learned that there. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, swingers.
If you're on a
Doing that
cruise ship and they
together.
wear like upside down pineapple on their door or on their shirts, they're just letting you know that I'm part of this. I'm a swinger, and you
We can
can
swing
also be
together,
right.
so we can swing on you. But as far as the hall pass, okay, so let me tell you how I feel about this. What I feel is better, in my opinion. I can't see me swinging like at all. I just think that's just so weird. Inviting other people, like me watching, because I don't get gratification off of watching my man have sex with somebody else, but people do. So,
Right. Some people
that's
do.
it's not for me. That it might turn into a fight versus a sensual
Okay.
situation. Now, as far as like a hall Kayla said we learned a lot. We sure did. Anywho, um, but yeah, but as far as like a hall pass, them going out one night, doing their one night stand and be done with it. I think I would lean if I were to, and that doesn't mean I would. But if I were to lean towards one of those things, I think it'd be more towards the hall pass and nobody on the regular. And I mean nobody on the regular. And it would have to be
I
as
would
random as possible. And
if
you'd have
See,
to have
because those hall passes can turn into permanent passes,
that's a problem.
and we don't we,
And
we
now we
don't
got a
want
new
that.
girl. Now we got a new girl in our relationship. But
Right.
and that's the problem with the hall pass because it could turn into that.
Right.
the only thing I would say, I have two things I'll do.
Okay.
And I think I said one of them before on this show, or maybe on Jonathan's show. I would say if I'm out the country and possibly a cruise, 'cause I love me a cruise,
Okay.
Yes.
and I was dating somebody,
Uh-huh.
I would then possibly be okay with bringing somebody into the bedroom.
Okay.
Possibly, but it got to be somebody you can't call. on a regular basis. They are out the
Right.
country. They can't go down to the gas station and get you a quick one real quick. It ain't gonna happen like that.
Right.
So that
Literally,
is the
once we
one.
leave this destination, we don't see each other
I
ever
don't even
again.
know his first and last
Right.
name.
No,
Okay.
no
Right.
social.
Yeah.
His name's gonna be Homie.
Okay.
It's gonna be whatever I called you that night. Okay. And then
Okay.
goodbye. And you're not seeing the night. So when we done, you get your
And get out.
Get out.
Right. I hear you, Mike. I hear you.
Maybe
What Monique
you
said,
don't
when I grab my coat and purse, baby, get your too. It's time to go.
So maybe it's not for you, Mike.
Yeah, what? No, I'll say that I will only do that if we're out the country or on the cruise. My second thing, if we're in America, because I wouldn't swing you, because I'm not having nothing with you, you're not having nothing with me. But at the same time, maybe your partner and your partner together over there doing what y'all doing. Me and mine over here doing what we doing in the same room.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I can be a turn off. I don't mind being watched or whatever I'm looking, but you're not. You see over there.
Right.
Move.
Right.
Go, get out.
Okay. Kayla says, realistically, a straight man is not going to be second to another or share his woman because he's not going to look at her as his. And actually, I've seen a lot of gay men that are just that, not materialistic. What's the word that you cuff somebody and that's just yours? Give me a word for that. This is mine.
Not sure. Territorial.
Possessive. I've seen gay
Yes.
men just as possessive that want to keep theirs as well.
Yeah, I don't blame
for
them.
sure.
But I don't think
I'm possessive too.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think
yeah,
being
I'm
possessive
too.
is a bad thing, because I'd be
No, that
possessive
turns me
myself.
on. That turns me on because I want to be in a room full of people I don't know, and I want to know. I look across the room, looking at me, I'm looking at you, and I know
Connection.
Okay. Right.
Ain't not now nobody out here.
Did y'all watch Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the most recent episodes though.
Well, I don't watch it, but it was a part they put on TikTok where I don't know the man named Chris Brown.
I saw it.
Brown.
I saw it. The
When
dude from Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes, him and the teacher was together outside, and he was looking at her like he was a piece of cream cake. I mean, woo!
Right.
And the comments were like, I would have folded like a prick. I mean, because baby, I can just tell his cologne smelled good. He had that gold chain on, and he was looking at her like he looking at her soul. I mean, I could see it.
Right.
This is why my woman looked at me like that. Okay, I need my man to look at me and only at me like that.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, Tyrone says Jennifer, no. Okay, and he also says if. Okay, what else? Kayla says, once that door is open, it's going to be hard to close. And
exactly.
Well, that's true too. It's gonna be,
which is why I'm not opening no door. Tyrone says no new girls. I agree wholeheartedly. She also says nothing better than new kitty or a new lover.
Okay.
Aaron is laughing at you, Mike. And also,
Tyrone. I was telling my story.
Tyrone says, facts, Kayla, unless she is neither dude's girl. Yeah. You're right. What do you feel about a man that won't commit but wants to just jump around from one woman to the next?
Then he has to find women that are okay with that.
Well, that's correct too. But also the women has to be, if she's not cool with that, don't force him to change his mind, because he's not going to change his mind. And I think that's why a lot of people are in relationships right now, because they think their kitty and their personality and their clothes and their style and their love for you is going to change that man. It's not.
No, not at all.
Bye, Felicia. That's what she said. Bye, Felicia.
Thanks, Kayla.
If a man tells you that he doesn't want to commit to anybody, he's not ready to slow it down and date one person. Listen.
Yeah.
I once heard this lady say this: if someone shows you who they really are, believe them.
Believe them.
Maya Angelou spoke a word right there.
But there's also the people that believe that a piece of a man is better than no man.
Well,
Right.
that's what what's that singer called? She said that having a piece of me in the bed, no man at all. I will pass. I will be a
Right.
whole man.
Okay.
Okay.
I need all of you, baby. I
I don't
need
want a
all you
sample.
got.
Tyrone says, "Oh, Casanova." So my thing
You
is this.
Romeo and you.
I really enjoy that song. Anywho, my thing is this. I don't even look at the dude because the dude, Kayla, you just throw me off. She said a piece.
Right.
Go get a
Okay.
toy.
Right.
Amen,
Make
sis.
make my hands.
Child. Anywho, but of course, a man that is not ready to commit, in my opinion, is just still has some growing up to do. And there's unfortunately men at the age of 40 and 50 that still need some growing up to do to find the value in having one woman.
Mm.
But it's the woman that concerns me as well. A lot of women don't mind. And a lot of women lie to themselves saying that they don't mind
Right.
because they want to have something or
You want to
somebody.
have something exactly. Like I
And
don't. I can't
go
get with
ahead,
that.
Jonathan.
I can't get with that. Again, settling. That's why I always. That's why I'm saying that those women that are in those polyamorous relationships, I feel that they are settling because when you're because to me the ultimate relationship is one on one. No matter what gender they are, just one on one. That's to me the ultimate. And anything less than that, or anything less than true love between two people, is just settling. And I'm not willing to do that.
And let me ask, do y'all think that that one-on-one relationship may possibly be the most difficult? Because if you have
Difficult compared to a polyamorous relationship?
yeah,
I
no, it's
think
got to be the
any relationship
poly.
is difficult.
Yeah,
I don't care what kind it is. All relationships are difficult. Friendship,
I'm
relationships, mother, daughter, mother, father, father, son. All of it is difficult. Um,
you're
but
right.
I would say if I had to be with two men and their attitudes, y'all can have each other. I'm out.
yeah.
I think that would be more difficult.
If
Yeah,
we're
you're
comparing
right.
one-on-one relationship to polyamory, I believe that you find a lot more complications with polyamory because you have more
That's
people
true.
to deal with. And if you
Well,
let's say you
Then
have
you
three
have the
wives
jealousy part.
and two of them are mad at each other. Well, that's going to be a really really bad issue. And if
I
they can't settle that, then what you gonna do?
it'll be more stressful for the person who is not doing the two people. So I guess if it was the woman, I guess it'd be more stressful for the woman than the man to me. Because if you get pissed off
Right.
with her, he can just
Mhm.
leave your ass and go to the other girl and be peace.
Exactly. The women are going to have the issue. The man's going to be like, y'all figure that issue out. I'm going ahead with my third wife, and while y'all do that.
Doesn't that suck though? Doesn't it? I can't. That is not for me. That's not for me. All right, let's see. Kayla said that's all she wants. And then she also says, a man takes pride in his wife.
Right.
Sis. Oh gosh. Tyrone says melanated toys. Don't worry, y'all. That is actually coming back. Just had to fix some things, but it's coming back for sure. Kayla said that's why it's more situationships because they
Right.
aren't really trying to commit. You, my dear, are so right. Um,
Situationships. Yes.
it's so true. And I'll talk more on that after this comment here. In poly relationships, they say it's spiritual. The woman can not connect with another, but the man can pollinate everywhere. How is that sacred?
Well, I guess because he's doing the lowest job.
But
It
but
says
that's but
go
see,
out there and go out there and recreate, reprocreate.
I reprocreate. This is hold on a second. I'm not gonna burp in your ear. All right, so
That was a little one.
huh?
That's a little one.
Yeah, because I'm drinking my LaCroix. Anywho, um, I have actually heard men, mostly black men, use the argument that it's in the Bible. I should be able to have, as many wives as I want to. But I'm bringing this up just
People
to
be
be able to
bending that.
say,
People be bending that Bible to make it fit what they thinking. Okay.
but here's the
Right.
problem. It's true, of course, but how well did that work out for them? You have to look at each story and see how well that worked out. In every story, there was jealousy. And it's like, how can you be with over 500 wives and like, there's not even enough days in the year to have sex with all of them? How do you do that,
Woo!
Yeah,
child?
just
Right.
just men being men's, honey.
Yeah, and but does that make it right just because it's a story in the Bible? No.
No.
First of all,
Um,
they don't know what book that's in, so they just saying that because that's what somebody else told them.
Right.
this is true. And also in the Bible, I'm not gonna go further into marriage. We'll talk about that in the future. Tyrone says, poor Hagar. Yeah, that sucks. Anywho, so with the multiple, how do you call it? Multiple relationships and things of that nature. Or have you guys ever seen one of those relationships where it's like men and women in a poly relationship together?
What do you mean?
Like two dudes and two girls.
No.
You never
They
seen
all
that?
date each other.
I haven't seen multiples of each sex in the same relationship, no.
I've seen that on, I think it was
Like
like
a
Real Sex or
foursome?
something like that. I reckon.
I'm
They
just your
switch between each
shows.
other a lot. Yeah.
That sounds more like swinging to me.
No, they are together, like live in a
Oh
house
wow.
together.
Yeah,
Not
I've never
like,
seen that
I wouldn't
before.
care how you dip it, slice it, or put it together. It's not for me. Okay. When you said, "Am I wrong?" Because I don't want to ding-a-ling. Because I don't want to build up my ass. It's my thing.
yo, okay. All right. Do we have any last words? I'm happy we were able to get out our opinions about it. I know that we're all on the same page as far as, not being for us,
Right.
but I certainly support anything everybody's trying to do. If that's what you want to do it. And
Well, I
I
think
hope it
people
works
tend to
out.
hang around people who have things in common. I don't think I would ever be. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be. I don't think I would ever be around somebody or have them in my circle. Because if you do it with yourself, you won't be looking over here in my household thinking you're gonna join. Like we're gonna join in. So the door is closed over here.
And then it's like,
Right.
what if like you get caught and people don't understand your relationship with your wife or your husband?
Well, hopefully,
Well,
I mean, I would.
I wouldn't worry about outsiders' opinions on my relationship regardless, because that's between me and my man. So,
Mhm.
if outsiders have something to say about it, let them have their opinions. It doesn't matter anyways.
The two
Absolutely.
mans.
Right.
That's just too much for me. I'll be because what you would not be putting that in them and then bringing it back over here.
I'm
You
sorry,
know,
you're making it so
and
visual
then
for me, Mike.
and then like did you have that in them tonight and want to put that in me tonight too? If I couldn't do it, like I'd be going. I would go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
And
why I hate
then,
y'all? No, ma'am.
as you're crying the limo being driven home.
Right. I just know that he come one day I'm gonna find somebody who loves me.
I'm
No,
gonna find someone for me.
The Lord go fuck I
Yes.
don't.
Okay, because I don't. Okay.
I don't. Wait, what, Mike? Kayla says.
You would not be.
Aaron says Mike Versace hurt. And Tyrone says that you might. Aaron
I'm going
says,
crazy.
I never really thought this all the way out. Mike,
But
the
yes, you
images,
have to think
LOL.
about you have to think about all that comes with it.
all of it.
Like it's just not one thing that you're dating somebody else who's dating somebody else. There's like where you coming from? I'll be more insecure. That will make me more insecure as a person. Why am
Mhm.
why am me only not enough? What about them is what I don't have that makes you want to go back to them?
Right.
Are you leaving from over here to go over there?
Right.
Those
are
are
you going to the store? Are you really going to stop by that house?
Right, and that's where the jealousy comes in. So that's why it's just not going to work for me.
And then that jealousy, we have to all remember, it's a natural reaction. It's not something that you're going to be able to stop or stifle. You're going to get jealous. It's going to happen.
Oh, that's a new fragrance. Who bought you that? Right. I'll be going crazy. So I don't care
how much conversation and deals were made beforehand. That feeling is still going to happen. And no matter what, though you say you chose me, I'm still going to feel like a second fiddle some parts of the week because you're gone and I don't exactly know where you're at.
Oh, is this Alice earring in your car? Like, y'all see me on WS crying on the mugshot.
Oh gosh, but it's so true. It's not for me. It's not for me. But it is for some other people, and I will continue to say,
to each his own. To
each his own. Y'all do you. And because once again, some people like it. It's just not for me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'd rather be if I want more than one person, I'm just gonna be single. Like I'll just be single and I can do whatever I want to, when I want to, how I want to.
Exactly.
And just be free. I just rather be free.
But it's like nobody but God.
But if you have an opportunity to have your cake and go outside and eating because she eating too, or because he eating as well, I hope y'all can find a stable ground to start off.
And may the people who is in a poly relationship and don't know about it, I feel for you.
Yeah.
That's really sad. Tyrone says, flaming sexual
residue. That don't even sound like something I want.
No, thank you.
Neck roll and all. I'm cutting up
tires. Cut. You got that.
Oh, okay,
right.
All 4 of them. Oh, yeah. I just set up my head. You wrote it.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them. And that man. But see, these are the moments where you realize what is good for you. So, my last.
People don't think about that. People don't think it all the way through. They say, okay, yes, you say I can be with him. It's all they hear. Just like at work, when I work with these customers, you can say free is all they hear, but you don't hear what this.
You have to do to get the free thing.
Yes,
right.
All was free. I was told you can be free. Well, no, I told you after that.
Right.
The side effects, okay?
The side effects of this freedom.
Right.
Oh gosh, that's deep. Because there's side effects to every level of freedom. Lord have mercy. But yeah, one thing I want to make sure that I say out loud is in these moments, if you're being presented with an opportunity to be in a poly relationship or to be number one out of many, make sure that you're considering what is to come. And that starts with you getting to know who you are and understanding what you want. This is why we have these conversations, because sometimes we don't even think about what comes with being in a poly relationship. Right. It may seem like it's something fun to do, at least for the moment, but how long are you going to be in the relationship if you're going to not exactly hold on to it, or if you want to eventually marry somebody that wants to just be with you?
Right.
You have to keep it real with yourself first.
Amen. Yes.
Before you start to tell other people lies about what you do and don't want. And
what you're okay with, yes.
And then you have to also consider this. It will become your fault when you have a problem with what your man is doing or with what your woman is doing, because you literally said it was okay.
Exactly.
Permission was given. So
please
you
can't
get mad. Because and see, that's just one of those situations. You can't come talk to me about that. But didn't you say that's what you wanted to be?
Right. Please, I'm my truth is gonna hurt. I'm like, okay, what you mad about?
Why are we upset?
Because we're not the pity party tonight.
Because either you're going to continue with what you agreed to, or just break up with the person. Because apparently they're going to be all right because they out with Shaniqua today.
After 2 months ago, this thing gonna work out. You still
they're getting what they need. So
call them. Call your other girlfriend.
Call your girlfriend,
right?
Because you guys decided to be in this space, and you know, there's even there are like little cults out there where these women, they're following up this one man that ain't worth nothing, and I say at least get fed and your children get taken care of, and you get a house out of all this. If this is what you're going to sacrifice,
well, let's call it side piece.
You broke niggas.
Side piece probably get more than that.
Okay. Calm down. Oh gosh, Kayla saith, not knowing what you're getting into is writing a check. You're
King Cash.
That's right.
Especially for me.
You got that right.
I just hope, I've been singing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope, and it's not like I haven't had offers to be with somebody, but it's just, I just know you is not the one for me. I'm not even going to waste my time, or like Johnson said, settle, just to say I have something on my arm. I just can't do it. We really have to be friends first, have a connection.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be down. I know that before I go to bed, I know that I'm the only one that's on your mind when you wake up in the morning time before you go to bed.
Right.
I want to be the one, like, I wonder what he's doing right now. And I know how he's at work right now, but how is he feeling? Is he okay? Like, just text me hearts.
Not have to wonder if he's with him.
Right.
Yes, I don't want to have to worry about another person.
Because, man.
And I know, Michelle Obama spoke a word on her little show.
What'd she say?
She was talking about relationships. This don't have nothing to do with poly stuff.
It's still a relationship, though, for sure.
It's still a relationship. And she was just saying, and people do not want to stay together and fight through the troubled times.
I heard that, yes.
Yes. And she was just saying, in the beginning, her and Barack was so lovey-dovey, and they were just like, he'll go out of town. So, okay, I can't wait to get back, and it was okay. But now when she had kids, it was like she just knew it wasn't no more 50-50. It was like 60-40.
Right.
No, it was never equal.
Right.
She said it was like 10 years of me getting tired of him, didn't want him around. But she said we would get up 30 years. I'll take 10 bad years for a full 30 years of happiness. Like, so you have to fight. And I can't wait to say, how long have I been together? Oh, we've been together for 12 years.
Right. Exactly.
And the day shall come. And it's like just thinking about why there are so many situationships, why there are so many people that are in polyamorous relationships and don't know about it. It's because some people aren't ready to have those conversations and work things out. Some people aren't ready for that. Some people don't want to stick things out or do right by each other because I personally think, and y'all can just let me know, it's more difficult to do right sometimes.
Oh, yes, I agree. My mom always said doing right is easy, but sometimes if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That makes no sense. But temptation is always going to be there. It doesn't matter if you're with somebody for 2 seconds to 2 years.
It's not going to stop.
Temptation is always, it's always going to be somebody like, damn, I wonder how they are in bed.
It's like, is you going to be weak for the rest of your life?
Right.
Yes, but it's only temptation. Call your man up real quick and get fireworks.
Exactly, and it can happen. But see, that's another problem, in my opinion. Let me tell you something that I do in my relationship.
I was about to say already.
When we are attracted to somebody, we make it known.
Mm-hmm.
We make it known to each other. Hey, I'm attracted to this person, especially if this person's in the circle that we're in, or if we actually see this person in person. Instead of keeping this secret going on in my mind, we just talk about it. Yeah, if I wasn't so married, it'll be him. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
if we ever get, well, I wouldn't say that.
but once it comes out of my mouth, like the
I,
thought is done, and I don't have to dwell on I'm having this little secret from my husband every time we're around this person.
Right.
So I'd
yeah.
rather be said out loud, knowing that I'm going to be
Oh
with my
yes.
husband, stay true
I
to my husband. But one
Exactly.
thing that I do say to my people that are around me, like, look, when I became married, I did not become deaf and blind as well. I know what good
okay.
people look like.
Right.
Yes, and I agree with that. Because when you let it stay in your mind, it begins to fester and
It can
grow.
That's
linger and
it.
turn into something.
And if
Right.
And be
and
bigger
I
than what
know
it
it
should be.
I know it may not be for for other people and their relationships, but one thing I know, I'd rather be open and honest, not as if I'm going to act on the feelings that I have, but just to say it out loud so you know that's how I'm feeling and what I'm looking at. And then shoots, the most recent one led to more of a conversation on what exactly I find more attractive than him. So we were able to talk about what we like about each other even more. It gets another conversation going, and then you have sex. So that's how that works out.
All right. Last comments, y'all. Ooh.
That's truly my brother. He don't want to hear none of this. Anywho, Shay, hey sis. Everybody say hey to Shay.
Hey,
Hey,
Shay.
Shay.
She told Kayla right. And also Kayla said you gotta try LaCroix limoncello is bomb. And I have it. I got the apricot right now, but I certainly have it in this multi-pack that I got. I'm real fancy. That's the sparkling water that I drink, y'all. Real fancy. All right, guys. Um, as we do on the show all the time, I just want to continue to remind you guys to promote yourself. Do what's good for you.
Right.
Though it may not be easiest to consider yourself first. Maybe you might be single just a little bit longer as you consider yourself first. But soon you'll find that person that is going to do just that.
Right.
Consider you first.
Right.
In the words of Jennifer Hudson, where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Deliver.
I thought you.
That deliver. Deliver. Okay. Okay.
I forgot that part.
But it's so true. Just continue to find you. And as you continue
Yes.
to find yourself, you'll be able to convey that to others. So the people
Right.
that don't qualify to be with you,
Speak now. Speak to me.
they will see that they are not even able to come into your atmosphere because
Right.
you value yourself
And
and you're
even if
not
they
going to
come to
accept
the atmosphere,
trash. Oh yeah,
even
you
if they
can.
come to in your presence with some BS, you're
Right.
gonna know, because you know what your value is and what you are worth. You can listen to what they're saying, but you already know it's going to in and out the other.
And keep it
Exactly.
attention, man.
Yes.
So I oh wait, hold on. Aaron says
Interesting live.
It was interesting. I love it. This was awesome. And thanks everyone for another great night. No problem,
Yes.
sis.
Absolutely.
Kayla says it was great watching you guys. Love you. Love and miss you, Jen. I love you too, Kayla. Oh gosh, I'm feeling the feels.
Loving the singing.
Loving the singing.
Everyone always leads to a song.
Yeah, we can't help it. We just gotta sing. And Shay says, "Hi everyone, definitely enjoying this. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you." So, yeah, continue to remember who you are, because as you do that, as you define yourself, because this is an ongoing process that will continue for the rest of your life. So continue to define who you are, because you will continue to change as you grow and continue to learn and become wiser and wiser. So continue to find you. And as you can find you, you're able to make yourself happy. And as you're able to make yourself happy, you are able to give to others, to your children. You're able to give to your parents. You're able to give to your husband. You're able to give throughout the rest of your life. So as you continue to feed yourself,
Yes.
you're able to be
Yes.
better towards other people. So love on you. Find what you need to be happy.
Yes.
Find you. And as you find yourself, and I don't care who this is for, man, woman, child, or whoever, as you find yourself, you will continue to find your happy. And there will be nobody that will be able to sway you from the things that you want and need to make yourself happy because you know.
Mm.
Amen.
Amen.
So don't let anybody sway you from what you need, especially in a relationship.
In
We
the
are
words
not
of
bending and
Tamia,
breaking for these niggas out here.
uh, in the words of Tamia, I choose
That's right.
She
me.
said, and her name is me.
And she
It loves
loves
me
me
more than you
more than
ever
you ever
know.
know.
Child. And I'm moving
I
on
found
because we
a
will sing this whole
secret,
song.
Okay.
loving me.
It don't seem
Loving
at
you
all.
and loving me just don't seem to work at
Shut.
Oh! Oh! Yes, Stevie,
Let me
you
tell
ain't
you.
got a word.
Ooh, come on now. Tamia said that.
Woo! You said that loving you and loving me just don't
It
seem
seemed
to
to
work
work.
at all.
Right.
Y'all better let that
So,
sink in.
woo! She did that.
Oh
She did
God.
that too. She did that, Stevie, ain't it?
Y'all say hey to Steve.
Woo!
Much love. Ooh, John, go ahead and tell us where we can follow you.
Yes, you can
Woo!
follow me on Instagram, Jojo_speaks3020. Follow me on TikTok, Jojo_3020. I'm also on Facebook, Jonathan Lee. And I also have a YouTube channel, Jojo Speaks. Just type that into the search bar. It'll pop right on up. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary with Jennifer, Mike, and also Tyrone, Jennifer's husband as well. So join us, subscribe, and share, you guys. Jojo Speaks on YouTube. Check us out.
All right, Mr. Real 121.
Yes, you guys, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and also Twitter at Mr. Real 121. That's MRREAL 121. I'm starting my YouTube channel back up in January.
Congratulations.
It's coming back, and just keep me in prayer because maybe I have something else coming up. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yay! We're very, man, let me shut up because I will spill beans and I don't need to be sinking me today.
No, don't
So,
say yet.
if you would like to follow me, I am the Light of the Leo. You can follow me not only on Instagram and TikTok at the Light of the Leo, but also on YouTube. If you like YouTube better than the Facebooks, I tend to gravitate towards that. Just type in at the Light of the Leo. You'll certainly be able to find me just fine now. Thank God. And this is my show that I do here every Sunday night at 9 ish. It's starting to look more like 9:30 because I was trying to hit 9, and for the last few times it's just been 9:30. So we're going to stick with that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate this, and the conversation was just so fun and lovely. Oh yeah, and if you need some prayer, you see, this is what I love about myself. I not only can talk about hot sexual relations, but we can pray about it too. Come join us for prayer with Faithful Warrior Ministries. That's our prayer and podcast. Every Saturday morning, we do it live. Every Saturday morning, Faithful Warrior Ministries. Type that in on YouTube or Facebook. You'll be able to find us pretty quickly. We do a live prayer every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. 10-ish a.m. We do have a good
Black folks
time.
time.
Right.
We do have a good time. We do go into the devotional, we pray, and we also we just talk about applying loving God into our lives and making it make sense. That's what we like to do. We are like none other, and I'm still myself no matter what. It might be even more of myself in the morning because I be sleepy. Anywho, moving on. I'm gonna get the last 3 comments, and we're gonna get on out of here. I gotta get ready for Monday.
I'm off.
Oh, Kayla says, "Preach, Jen."
Jen? Yes.
Thank you for enjoying the sermon.
She said a word, okay?
Okay.
And Erin. She sends her hearts. I love it. And she said, "Yay, looking forward to watching Mike."
Yes.
Thank you, Erin.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys once again. Love you guys dearly. Y'all meet me back here on Sunday. Wait, will I be here Sunday? Shoot, I
Probably
just
not,
might.
because next Sunday is Christmas.
It's actually Christmas Day next Sunday.
Mhm.
Well, you
But
guys,
y'all,
you have fun. I won't be here.
Okay, we will not be here. I know I won't.
what about New Year's Day, the first day of the year?
I'm busy that day.
Dang, that's 2 whole
Well,
weeks.
maybe we can't. I'll let you know because that'll be my day that I go in.
Yeah,
So
we'll talk about that. And maybe I might record something earlier. Anyway,
All
just
right.
watch out for me. Thank you guys once again. Y'all have a
And not
great
go in
day.
jail. Y'all not going to jail. I'll say go in, but not to jail. But
Yeah, not that.
details will be coming soon if it should come soon.
Right.
Yes, it shall. Bye, y'all. Thank you for
Bye.
joining me.